Hey, ladies.
Hey,
Oh my
hola.
goodness. Hi. I missed you all so
Ooh.
much. Wow. We have not recorded in a while, but this is one of the best episodes of Happy Anniversary to the Heart of Chat.
Yes, whoop
Yes.
Woo,
whoop.
woo. Okay, Jeanette,
One
can you like
year.
make that go throughout the whole episode? You have
Oh yeah.
different segments.
Ah, I
Yes.
need an
It's so
air
great.
horn like Noriega has on
Yeah.
Drink Champs.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Memories. So great to see you, ladies. And we are here for our episode 40. Happy anniversary to the Heart of Chat. My goodness. Can y'all believe it's been 1 year?
No.
Year? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, I was like, hasn't it been 2 years? I mean, I feel like we've just been in that space and it's just been amazing. Truly, truly amazing.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, yes, a recap of our first year. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I can't believe it. Just all the love, support that we have, all the things. Yep, Shauna rocking our heartbeat shirt for our heart.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop, ignite your fuego. So many things were born out of this. But yeah, I wanted to start with one of you ladies just to give your early recap of our very first year, how much we've grown, the closest that we have, and just everything. So I'm gonna start with Jeanette.
Because you knew what I was about to say. Shauna, you want to take
Yeah,
that?
I knew that. That's what I could feel that. I could feel that.
Oh, the
Yes. So
pressure, the pressure.
yes, love that.
Oh, what was the question again? No, I'm just playing. No, it's been an amazing year, and I think it was something that we all needed too, right? To get through 2020 was like a lot going on. I think this was kind of like our highlight and something to look forward to every week, every other Sunday when we recorded, and our Wednesdays heart of chat calls. So I don't know. It's just been an amazing journey. Everybody is so supportive. And we talked about this before. Like I've tried to do podcasts before by myself, and it just was not the thing. I was like, I want to talk to myself. So I'm just grateful to have you two ladies on this journey with me. So
That's awesome. Thank you. We're glad we are all here. We love you, Jeanette. Shauna, recap first
Recap.
year.
First year. The Heart of Chat. Wow. Ladies, I know that we came together and we thought about everyone else. I cannot tell you how much the Heart of Chat has helped improve my life. I go back and I listen to the episodes over and over again, and I write and I journal to some of the gems that we brought to the table. And even though I have you ladies 365, the Heart of Chat, the podcast gives me a different way of interpreting our relationship and the way we grew in the tightness,
mhm.
in the sisterhood, and the heartbeats. The love that they've given us along this ride is just uncanny. I love it. I love this space. I love being here. I love being with you ladies. And I don't know where that year went because it seemed like we just started.
Mhm.
Every time we try to take a break, Linda, Shauna's like, "What? We're taking a break? Like,
We were taking a
no."
break. I know. It's like, yeah, we
And
need
then
to
when
take a
we
break.
take one,
Oh.
what do I say? I'm so happy we took
We
that
said,
break.
Yeah. After she
yes.
asks us 100 times, so we're not recording nothing. No,
Nothing.
nothing.
No newsletters. Nothing. We're not sending out a newsletter. No,
No,
we're
no, we're
not.
good. Don't worry about it. It's
Yep.
gonna be fine. It's gonna be
We
fine.
promise. We promise. But yes,
And
yes.
they're always right. They're always right. My tribe has me. When your tribe got you, your tribe got you. Gotta trust your tribe.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's for
Linda, what
sure.
about you, Linda?
Oh my gosh, the recap. I have to take it back to January of 2020. We talked about meeting regularly as a mastermind. And it's initially started as us, bringing our businesses and our brands together, kind of keeping us on track, holding us accountable, all the things with that. And then the pandemic, right? And it just felt like it did. The world just stood still. And I think, and we kept going. We grew. We used the tools, technologies, and tips to remain connected with each other, but also with just people who follow us, who connect with us, everything. And I think, part of that was just building just it was on not just building businesses and brands, it was, I guess, building our businesses, but also building a sisterhood, a friendship, which I think we knew early on that was going to take place. So in May,
Yeah.
Matt came and said, hey, Mia. And we can't
Hey.
talk about Mia. We got to shout out Mia, right?
Hi, Mia.
Mia's the mascot.
Yes, she
Mascot of the
is. Yes, she
heartbeat. Are you a heartbeater? You're a heartbeater.
Mhm.
She is. And I think when Jeanette brought forward, I remember Jeanette, you were starting the podcast back in 2017. And you're like, hey,
I remember too.
Podcast. I'm like, me and Shauna were like, yeah, okay. We had the same day, we had our strategy, we had just
The name and
yeah,
all of
the website. We started building and just coming together, building this, just the foundation. Our hearts were in it. So how appropriate, the heart of chat, right?
That's right.
We started doing the work like a month before this. So around this time last year, we started actually putting that work in and taking action, as Jeanette usually says to us. We went live. We had a live July 6th. One of the first things that we did for our heartbeats, we had our mug created product.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, who would ever thought
I love that mug.
flying off the shelves.
I'm finally actually drinking out of mine.
Yes, I saw you.
That's why I bought
the other
two.
day.
That's why I bought two, Jeanette, because I
refuse to drink out
Yes.
of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just been a great ride. We created a journal. We're all, authors now. I mean, we have a t-shirt line, a brand. We've just really built up. And Shauna has on her Heartbeats t-shirt. Today I'm wearing Ignite Your Fuego. And we've just been, and here we are, episode 40 of this beautiful friendship, beautiful partnership, and all the things that we set out to do. Everything we said we're going to do, we've done it, and we've exceeded it. So I think that's Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Shauna.
This is our year of fuego too, right? That's everybody's year of fuego. So this is the year that we're all supposed to keep and stay lit, right? And do all the passion projects or anything that we want to be involved in our lives. This is a time to create the life that you desire and you've always dreamed of. This is year of fuego.
Yeah.
That's so true. So true. Wow. So what are some of your favorite moments from this year? Favorite moments? It could be anything. And Shauna, I'll start with you. Some of your favorite moments. Because as we were putting this together, we we're like, oh, this is kind of unscripted, but no, we're going to say this, that, and this. So just speak on.
My favorite moment is this. My favorite episode to date is the siblings episode. I really enjoy having my sister Sabrina and Jeanette's brother David on, and we realized later, because we played the Salt and Pepper song, that we had to actually take the dance off of the video, but witnessing that dance off between Sabrina and David was really fun. And we're still Heartbeats trying to figure out how to show you all that clip without getting dinged on social media because of the music aspect of it.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun. So that's my favorite episode, and favorite moment was the dance off.
Awesome. Yeah, we loved having them on. It was really great. I remember I wore my bright yellow sweater for that episode, and just sort of like just hearing about your sister Shauna and all the things she's doing, about David, his family, Jeanette, and just really, it was just really cool, good conversation, the trivia, the little quizzes, and a couple of moments. I was like, so, all right, we're going to move forward now. That was really a lot of fun. What about you, Jeanette? What's some of your favorite moments of the season?
I would have to say our live was one of my favorites. I don't know, just the energy of having everybody there, and just the rush of like, okay, we got to get this going, we got to get this right. And just, I love the tech stuff. So all the tech stuff that it took to pull it off to get the show live, and then the after party that we had afterwards. So like, I think that was probably one of my favorite moments from this first year of the Heart of Chat. It was just a lot of fun, and I appreciate the people that showed up. Like, I was like, what? We were like, they're coming in, they're here. And Miss Nancy,
so nice.
And I think Miss Nancy is one of my favorite parts of the Heart of Chat.
Yes.
The way she shows up, and all her love that she sends, and the fact that she's like, if we're not posting, she's like, I didn't get a newsletter today.
Right.
Where's that video at?
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Where's my newsletter?
Right.
There was a technical difficulty this morning. We're working on it.
Oh my goodness.
And then the one
Yes.
video that we had that was just audio only, and for our money episode, and she was like, "The video's not working." Like, Mom, there's no video.
You
There's
know,
no
it's no
video.
video. Right. Yeah. 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 Yes.
I don't know. I just
Yes.
love Miss Nancy. She's like one of my favorite parts.
Thank you.
Shauna's like, my mom.
My
Yeah, she's
mom.
great. She's great. She pushes us
Thank you.
to continue to do better and just,
Yes.
be our
She
best
does.
selves and people. So it's always cool. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
would say I have a few favorite moments. I'm gonna say, of course, that first episode, just the introduction of us, that was like, oh. And then the second episode, Pursuing Your Dreams, is always something that I've wanted to do. And I've talked about, I joke about being on Today's Show. I'm actually serious, but don't tell me.
You're serious.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
no joke.
And
That's
then-
no joke. It's
yeah,
gonna
it's like,
happen.
okay. So that was
Mhm.
that. And then like doing like a radio spot. I mean, I've always wanted to do that, but just kind of talking, about that. And then I would say just lots of favorite moments. The party was just awesome. I mean, just seeing the people show up in the chat and in the after party. I would say my best favorite moment was when we met up in NC a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Our NC
I
meetup,
was
that was
thinking
my
about that.
favorite.
That's not
hands
even.
down.
That's top. That's not even.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
We
I
can't even
just,
put that in this category. Like,
Yeah.
That was the moment of the year.
That was the moment for me.
that was a
of
night
this
your
year.
fuego right there.
Yeah, and just the three of
Yeah.
us being together with Maddie and
Yeah.
and we've been together kind of onesie twosie. You and Shauna have been together. Me and Shauna have been together. Me and Jeanette, you and I have hooked up a couple times. But just being together and just all the things that took place that weekend, April 3rd, the weekend of April 30th through May 2nd, that was like my biggest favorite moment. We did a live episode. We talked about some of the things we were going through at that time. And I think it really just brought it home for me, as far as the season goes.
We
So
had
that was
so
my
much.
favorite.
We had so much fun together, and I think it's cool to see it in person, right? Because like you can talk on the phone, we can chat,
Mhm.
and it seems like we mesh well, right? Because it's what's happening. But then when you meet in person with someone or with a whole group of people, to see that it is no friction. It is the
It's
same
true.
love. It is the
Mhm,
same
mhm.
type of joy that we experience online. It just makes it that much better because like there's like I'm sure we've all had like friendships or like cousin groups where it's like, oh, two of us can hang out together, but if the three of us get together, it's horrible because somebody is always wanting to be the center or feeling left out or feeling like they're not part of the conversation. And it was never like that, right? It was never like, oh well, they're just having their moment and I'm over here by myself.
Mhm.
We always consider each other, and we're like, I don't know, it's the same love with all three of us together, which I think
Mhm.
that's really important. And the fact that we got to experience it, it was just like, yeah. So when we
Yeah.
get back
flow
together
well.
again,
We
Yeah.
flow well. We
Yeah.
flow
Yeah.
well. And for me, it was the synergy.
yeah,
It was like we moved in that city like we were one. It was
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was. And it was
Definitely.
like we were relaxed with each other. We try to do 100 bucket lists in one day with each other.
We
Everything
did.
we wanted to do, from drinking mimosas to
let's talk about that. Let's talk
rooftop
about
Oh my
this.
access.
gosh.
To having pizza and ice cream back to back. Let's go get an amaretto sour around the fire. I mean, we was doing
We
everything.
tried to do
It was like,
everything.
what do we do next? What do we do next?
Mhm. Yeah, we did the
Mhm.
rooftop twice, right?
Yes.
And the
Yes.
rooftop twice. We walked that whole like that when I got there that morning for breakfast. It was like, okay, so we made a plan. I was like, okay, well, what's the plan? There is no
Yeah.
plan. We're just gonna get out and start moving. I was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. But when
Yeah.
we see me and Lynda was so funny. That's probably one of my favorite moments too. Me and Lynda was, I can't remember what store we was in, or I don't know where we were at. Oh, we were waiting for the ice cream for the gelato.
Oh.
And we were
yeah.
outside waiting for the guy to bring out gelato. And I was like, Lynda, I seen a guy with a New York style slice of pizza walking down the street. She's like, oh, we got to find it. Pull it up on the app. Where is it at? And immediately we went and found the pizza. Yes.
It was so
we
good.
was going to find
too.
that pizza.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. That pizza
Did that
was
place
great.
have the hand cut fries too? Because I love
Yes.
hand cut fries.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
we
did.
got
The
the fries
were
and the
good.
hand cut fries.
Yes, and that was after the ice cream. So we don't care.
First of all, the fact that we waited for the ice cream place to open up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
and
go
had
have
drinks.
a drink.
Let's go have a drink.
While we
for the
wait
ice
for
cream.
the gelatos.
Yeah, and we have pictures to prove it.
And I
so
just
we'll
want
be
y'all
sharing
to
those
know
pictures.
that I was right because I was like, oh, me and Maggie was like, yeah, we get gelato. It's like, Lynda, Shauna, I don't really like gelato.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be the right kind. I've had gelatos like, I don't like this. This
That one was a real deal.
excellent.
Yeah.
It was excellent. Really, really good. And the fact that the line was like down the street
Yeah.
or something, but we were one of the first people in line, which was great because when we came out,
Do
they
y'all
was
know I didn't eat any of the gelato macaroons?
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't have any of them. How were they? Because we had like
I
a
had
dozen.
a couple. I only had
They
a
were-
couple. I
they
gave them
was
to
little.
I gave them to Maddie because
Okay.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
they was
eat all of
good.
those.
They were good. Sorry.
I was like, I knew it was something I
They-
didn't get to eat.
They were good. We ended up, so we left that next morning and we stopped by to see Miles at college on the way back. So we gave him a couple because they were in that
In
container.
a freezer bag.
Yeah, so they were
stayed.
fine.
That's
Yeah, so
good.
it made it from Raleigh to Richmond.
That's amazing because we had great weather that weekend
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It was, the weather was great. It was just a beautiful time. That's like the absolute favorite. And we
So y'all, so Lynda, did we
Uh-huh.
not leave that? I don't think we left that weekend without planning another get together, did we?
Yes, and that was one of the things that we did have. So we did have an agenda because we had some things from a business perspective we wanted to talk about. We had fun, but we were putting the work in as well and keep doing the action and all of that. And we did everything that we set out to do. So yes. Plan another weekend, which is coming up later this month in July, and we are getting together to do some fun things there. So stay tuned for those surprises. You will hear about that very, very soon, and probably.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, we did everything we had to do. We put the deposit down. We did all of that so that we can plan some things for our
heartbeats.
Real good surprises coming up later in 2021, and stay tuned for a really special announcement for 2022. So
I can't do that. I don't even know why I tried. I tried. I took action. I took action.
You tried it. This is why I don't say fuego, baby.
Right. Hello. That's why I stick to the
y'all
norm.
gonna say it with me? I'm like, no.
Stay in your. We gotta stay in our
lane.
Stay in our lane.
That's there you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Hilarious.
So question for you ladies, when we first started the podcast, after the first couple of episodes, like, how, did you think or envision that we would continue? Did you think like, oh, we'll try it and see what happens? Or like, what was your thoughts going into it initially?
I thought it would be a hobby. I thought it would be a hobby.
Fun hobby, yep.
And was gonna go for the ride as long as it goes. Then after a couple episodes and the way people were responding to us, it started making me look at it differently. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. We got something special here. And it's our duty to craft this into a brand, a business in a way where possibly we could be in a space where we could do this full time.
I agree.
We are going to do this full time. I'm not gonna say possibly. Take that word out.
I agree. You know what, the first episode, I remember being so nervous about it, because Jeanette said, oh, Lynda, you're gonna kick us off. I'm like, oh, I am? Oh, okay. We're gonna do what? I just remember being so nervous. And as it continued, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a full-blown just either business partnership. I was all in. After I think I mentioned like some of my favorite episodes of the first two, and that second one is Pursuing Your Dreams. That I knew then at that moment that this was going to be a full blown. We were in this for the long haul. Just the planning, just all the things. I could see the vision. I think I mentioned to you, I talked to you ladies about us possibly getting a studio, and I've kind of started looking into some things in terms of that. And then just in sharing that with some people, they're like, oh, maybe you should look into this. And some of this stuff looks really, really good. Like, oh, I'm like, and just thinking about that, like location wise, where it would be, things kind of like did like a mind map of sorts, like, oh, we could do this, we could have this. I mean, I kind of was like gung ho, like, okay, what we got to do, we got to map this out.
Right.
And so that's, I knew after the second episode, like, yeah, this is where we were going.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeanette?
Somewhere in between, yeah. So I was definitely like, because I had tried it before, I was like, okay, we'll try it and see how it goes. But I knew it would be easier with you guys than doing it by myself. But yeah, I don't think I knew immediately that it would grow into something more. Now I know when we got the logo back from Gabby and she had it, did she have it on like a window or something like that?
She had,
She gave us a couple
she
mock-ups.
had the Heart of Chat podcast on the storefront.
The storefront, yeah.
That was, yeah.
So I remember seeing that like, But we've kind of talked about this before, like we all do something different. And initially you can't see how you can bring those things together, right? But then as time goes and you do more together, you're like, okay, I can see how Lynda's skill set and my skill set and Shauna's skill set, we can put this together and really grow a business out of this. But I knew that we talked about this, about the friendship always being important. And no matter what, like we're going to choose our friendship over the podcast. If the podcast is called Intention, we're always going to choose our friendship. But I think it's just going to continue to make us our friendship tighter, like that much tighter. But yeah, no, I knew somewhere within that first probably couple episodes that, okay, we definitely got something great here. And then, yeah, the responses was just crazy. So yeah, I love our heartbeats. They're amazing. And then we came up with a name for them.
Yes, the heartbeats. Shout out to our heartbeats. Yes. Yeah, and our guests too that came on. Like we had the nerve to think, oh my goodness, like, oh, we're the Heart of Chat. We can have, we have. Can we get a guest? And we had 3 in the first season, and so far for season 2, we've had 4. And just that wonderful, the people who came, I was like, wow, we can actually ask for this, and they said yes. That was like a big
they were
thing.
Excited too. They was like, oh, I'd love to. Yeah, like without a doubt. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they said yes to us. So that was super cool. Yeah. Love that. Love our guests. Shout out to our guests.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've had a good number, and we just what they brought to the table for us, how they inspired us, but also what they told us that we've inspired them, which was really, we like look to these folks. We look up to these people. They're like, really, really super cool. So
yeah,
really like that a lot.
Jeanette, I wanted to say though, early on when you put this together, and like Lynda, when she said you're gonna kick it off and Shauna's gonna end it off, and it was interesting because you have the ability to recognize in us where our strengths lied, and you were able to assign the different positions based on our zone of geniuses. And I just think that's a gift to be able to see that and to bring it together. And then you're the type of person that when you bring the magic together, then you step back and you just let the magic go, which is very hard to do, because a lot of people that do have that gift that you have still want to micromanage once they, do that. And you don't have that in your bone or in your body. So I just have to say, a lot of the magic was because you were able to recognize where the strengths were, and you placed us in the places where we will be our most successful selves and our most happiest selves. And it worked.
Well, thank you.
I second that, Shauna. Yes, Jeanette, for sure.
I appreciate that. No, I am not a micromanager. So like, even like working in corporate as a supervisor, I'm like, look, this is what I need you to do. Just do it. Like, if I got to have a conversation with you, it's going to be a problem. So let's just not have problems, and let's just do what we all got to do, right?
Right.
But yeah, it was so funny when we first started, and Lynda's like, okay, well, I'll kick it off this time, and then who wants to do it next time? I said, no, you're going to do it every time.
I was like, oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Lynda, you're so good at it. And it's so funny because like Corey, he knows y'all for different things. I won't tell everybody how he knows Shauna's voice over everybody else's voice.
Oh, look at my face. No,
but
please.
He did say, Shauna, that's the one I could sit around a fire and have a beer with her. I was like, yes, she's the one we could sit around the fire and have a beer with. He said, Lynda, that's the one she sound like she should be on the radio. I was like,
I was so excited. That made my
whole family said that about Lynda.
I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Really, here's my tape. Today's show. Yeah, that was amazing. When you told us that, I was like, oh God, for real.
Yeah. Shauna's
he got the personality. He got the personality.
Shauna's a home girl. We're gonna have a beer with.
She's a fiesta girl.
That's right. So I said she definitely would. Yep.
Let me let Mia out. Mia tripping, y'all. Y'all can't hear her over here. She is cussing the heart of chat out. Hold on.
Oh my
Let
goodness,
her
Mia.
out the room.
We said happy anniversary to Mia too. We got you. We got you.
So let's talk about something that we haven't talked about yet is our fourth member and how I'm gonna be honest. When Shauna said we should have Maddie on to have a segment, and I was like, well, we're talking to women that's like 40 plus. Why is he knocking on my y'all?
Who's that knocking on my window?
Who's that in my window?
It is baby Kobe.
Oh,
And he got the baby.
oh my goodness. I can see him so good. Hi,
She's
Kobe.
so pretty. Look how long she's getting.
I know.
Kobe,
Oh my goodness.
look at her. She like,
Kobe.
Mother, why is
Oh my,
this
look,
glass
she's
between
trying to
us?
crawl. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful.
Why is this glass between us?
Hey, she is scratching at that window so.
Oh Lord, it's beautiful. I mean, it's nice outside right now. Lord.
Yeah,
nice.
Just see what happens when you talk about children. Other children appear. They're looking at me through the glass. So, but I was gonna say, I was like, I love Maddie. I was like, but we're talking to like women that are like 40 plus, and I was like, I don't know how that's gonna gel. But I didn't say anything. Because I know that sometimes I can't always see everything. And I know Shauna is the child whisperer, and she, that's her thing. So I was like, we're gonna try it out, see what happens. I said, if Lynda is fine with it, because that's her baby, I said, I'm gonna go with it. And I loved every minute of Maddie on the show. Like, she is amazing. And the people love her. And me and Maddie had so much fun together in NC.
Yeah, she loves you ladies.
Yeah, she's like a junior version of you, Jeanette, when it comes to the love for tech and the understanding of how that whole world works. It's like you two are like on a whole nother planet with that when you two have those discussions. It's so cute.
Like, she still has like that childlike spirit. Like, I think she has a lot of Lynda's personality. Like, she's just happy. She's just full of joy when you see her. Like, she lights up the room just like Lynda.
She does.
But at the same time, she's very mature. Like, it's crazy, like the balance of being like really mature for her age, but also still being able to be a kid at the same time, and how she, can do that and live in that space. So I have to say that, yeah, I didn't see the vision at first. I don't think I ever told y'all that. But
no, this is my first time.
This is my first time too.
But I went with it.
Giving confessions today.
But I went with it, and I'm glad that I did, because
good.
She's been amazing. She's been amazing.
Well, thank you for having her, you ladies. I mean, it's just, she loves it. At first, I think she was on episode 2, and she was kind of quiet and shy about it. But by the technology episode aired,
she's grown so much.
She took over the whole episode. We were talking about Apple products and just like breaking it down, and she's just really super into it. And I think she's grown a lot. She's 13 now. She had a birthday in May, so she's 13 now. I'm a little teenager, and I just see just her growth and just the things that she wants to do. So with that, with all the Apple stuff, we ended up getting the Mac computer for the holidays, and she's just been like doing her thing. So she loves you ladies, and I was so glad that she came to NC with us.
If you look at that second episode, and you look at like one of the last episodes that she was on, I think it was like our self-care one, maybe, Lynda. She's like a totally different girl. Like, totally different.
Yeah,
beautiful.
My thoughts for the reason why the idea came was because of empowerment. And we're empowering any lives that we come across, because we're finding out that men listen to our podcast too. And so with Maddie, she already had so much wisdom. And, like you said, I'm a child whisperer, inner child whisperer, and there's so much that we can learn from our youth. And sometimes when they don't have a platform or a space or place, you can't really see the full beauty in them. And I've been knowing Maddie. Maddie was one of my first child appearances. I did a video called A Thankful Video with my Storytime with Miss Shauna YouTube channel when I first started. And I feel like she was like 7. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, that's about right. Yep.
She was really little in this video. And I went around the world, and I had parents submit videos of their children just saying what they were thankful for. And then I pieced all the videos
I
together.
love that.
And
Yeah.
thank you. It was so much fun. It was a great project. A lot of people remember that, and they speak about it a lot. But I remember her just, I intentionally chose children that just had something really special. And she just, and I know I don't know her from birth, but I'm willing to say from birth, she's been a very, very special person, human.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And so I thought, you know what, let's give her a space, let's get a voice, let's listen to what they have to say, what's happening in their world. And thank you for trusting that.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
love to
Yeah.
see how she manages. She's actually like behind the scenes our manager, y'all. Y'all don't have no idea.
Yeah, she is.
Like
Yeah, especially
she
for
wants to
me.
make sure we look good. She want to
Yes.
make sure the screens look good, they're clean, and she
Mhm.
gives us all types of ideas and products and services that we could do for the future. She's constantly thinking about the heart of chat, you know.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
beautiful.
And she loves it. She loves coming on. I mean, and just the love from our heartbeats. I get a text or a call once a week or once every other week to say, we love Maddie. What's she up to? And she's very
Mhm.
charismatic. So that's the
She
other
is.
part. She has a lot of charisma. So she's just like out there, and then little kids love her. You know, she's, you know, got babies around her constantly from other people's kids, and they just are very drawn to her personality. She's very dynamic, and she's not shy. She will tell you if something is, you know, not right or she's not feeling it. She gonna tell you, you know,
I
that's just her.
remember on our live, she couldn't be there for our live, but she was like in the
Yeah.
comments from her own IG account, or
Yes.
YouTube account, and she was like, and I'm here, I'm the fourth member.
Yes.
Hey, it's Maddie from the Hey
Yeah.
Maddie series. I'm one
That-
member of the Heart of Chat.
That was hilarious. She was
Yeah.
not, and she popped on the after party for a minute too. Yeah, and on the
Yeah.
Zoom, she popped on for a little bit.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah, it was fun.
So I just wanted to
So,
shout Maddie out because we can't talk about this 1 year anniversary without talking about Maddie,
yeah,
because she
she was
is
so wonderful. Thank
a
you,
big
ladies.
part
That
of
making
it.
making space for her was like the best. I mean, it, you know, it got us through the thick of things in the pandemic, and just knowing that she couldn't see her friends like everybody else, you know, being in the house. And if you remember, we started recording on Saturday mornings. Do y'all remember that early in
Yeah, we
the
started.
podcast recording?
Yeah.
We were trying to do it before Island Beach. Shout out to Zoe and Iris. We were trying to do it before, and woo, boy, we had to pivot, right? Because we quickly
quick.
found out that Sunday mornings
That
were
was not
seven-
gonna work.
That was 7 o'clock in the morning. I remember that first episode. I'm trying to turn my computer.
We were excited.
I was
but
like, good morning.
getting the brain to
I have to go
go.
back and watch that one again.
Oh my goodness. If you look at that first and second video from the 2 episodes to now, you don't see a difference. I had luggage down
I
here.
don't know what we were thinking. What were we thinking? We could do 1,001 things in one day.
Yeah, we could do recording, we could do Island Beats and blah, blah. And I'm like, so
I think that's one of the biggest things I learned about myself this year too, is like when you're working on ideas and projects, allowing the time for it and it, like for me, like I'm always thinking of something new. That's part of my problem. Like I'm always thinking of something new, like, oh, this, and this. But then not recognizing that this, and this is gonna take this, and this amount of time.
Right. Yes.
So it's like,
Shauna, we could do it. We could do that.
mm-hmm. That's me.
It's all good. So, and shout out to our heartbeats. I mean, our heartbeats, I know we talked about them throughout this anniversary episode, but just the amazing ways that they've shown up for us and attending our lives, commenting on our posts. We set up a Facebook page in the middle of the season, right? So I know initially we were like, well, we weren't going to do it. Jeanette encouraged us to do it. We were like, well, do we have to? And I think that has worked out well for us to be able to get a wider variety of folks, in addition to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all the things. So,
Oh my goodness. Remember we started off with the Insecure recap?
Yes.
That was our show, man.
That was, yeah. Season 5 is coming back in a couple months. They just wrapped up.
So excited.
Is this the last one?
It is the last season. I've been following on Twitter they just wrapped their last episode recently, and they had the curtain closure. Everybody was crying. I was like, oh no, yeah. So
we'll have to do this another episode, but I just watched this on YouTube. It was an interview at Issa Rae, and they were asking her to answer questions that she answered in interviews from years ago to see like what the difference was. And it was so much fun watching her answer some of the questions and then listen to the answers that she gave like in 2014 or 2012. And she was like, what the hell was I talking about? Did I even answer the question? She was like, I don't know. And then some of it, she was like, still true. So we'll have to go back and do some of those in a few years after we got some more years.
I like that idea.
I love that. That's awesome.
I wonder what the heartbeats, like what were your favorite moments or episodes, or how do you feel about the year of Fuego or the year of the Heart of Chat anniversary?
I love the questions episode, because I was getting people were like pausing the episode and then sending me messages like, I guess this, or I would have said this too, when we did our ones about our questions about like movies and different things like that.
The trivia.
The trivia,
yeah.
And people were like sending me messages, like they were like, I didn't even finish the episode yet, but I got to tell you, this is my answer. This is what I guess.
I got a whole list from Miss Nancy from that episode.
And every time y'all get a TV show or a movie wrong, she be like, you didn't know that, Shauna? Especially Shauna. She's like, you didn't know that?
If there's any road trips involved, and Linda's talking about doing a road trip, tell Lynda I will road trip with her.
Oh, yes. Anytime. Oh, yes. I mean,
my mother
lots
loves
of road trips.
hit the road.
Oh, please. I welcome it. I love road trips. Yeah, anytime.
So fun.
What about some bloopers, ladies, from this season? We can't leave out our bloopers.
So many things that y'all don't know about. So many episodes I've had to edit.
I think Jeanette has the best recap of the bloopers, so we're gonna start with her.
Oh my goodness! Yes. So if you only listen to us on like your streaming services, podcast streaming services, then you haven't seen a lot of the bloopers. So if you go to YouTube, a lot of our episodes we don't edit them out, so they're there for your enjoyment. Maybe one day I'll put a compilation together, but not right now. I'm not gonna promise y'all that right now. But so Lynda knows my number one favorite one because it's from my favorite episode. And I think that's partly why it was one of my favorite episodes. Lynda and Shauna were so excited about this live. Shauna's mind was party. I just want to party. That's what I'm doing. I'm here for other people. And Lynda was really excited too. But she was trying to stay focused, but she was really excited, feeding into Shauna's excitement. And we were doing a giveaway. And I said, Lynda, before we do the giveaway, why don't you tell them what they're going to get? And she was like, what? The mug is literally right behind you.
The mug was right here.
Was reaching for it. Like she knew what I was about to say, but her mind was just like,
it was not there.
What
she was blank. She was blank.
I drew a blank on a live streaming service video with like I don't know how many people watching it live. I'm like, oh my god,
it was hilarious. I just was like face palm emoji for sure. But yeah, no, that was one of my favorite ones. And then Shauna's random call outs in episodes when she thinks she's on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not on mute.
There was one we didn't mention. I don't remember the episode, but Lynda and I froze.
My internet went out.
Your internet went out.
Yep.
What was it? Did you disappear or well, I can't try to remember this.
I think y'all were still on, and then I froze because my whole internet in my house went out. And then when it came back on, like I had my head in my palm, and y'all were cracking up laughing at me.
Yes.
I was just like,
it was so crazy. Funny. It was so funny because you usually don't get flustered, and you was a little bit flustered. You was cool and calm about it, but then you was like,
"What in the world?"
Yeah. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny.
So done.
Yeah. What about you, Shauna? What's some of your favorite bloopers? I was some bloopers.
Let's see. Well, I just named the one about Jeanette's internet. Um, oh, I can't think off the top of my head. I'm looking. Did I write down any notes? I don't think I did on this one.
You remember the episode with Cara and
Yes. Yes, with Cara.
I
That's
had
right.
to edit out like a full 5 minutes.
Poor Cara.
I know. She was so great.
We love you, Cara. It was a great episode, but
It was.
It was.
She had a coughing fit and she could not get it together. And we were like,
Couldn't
"Don't
shake
worry,
it.
we're gonna edit it.
We're gonna keep
We're
going.
gonna keep it rolling."
Yes.
But that's what I like
yes.
about our show is that it doesn't have to be super polished. You know,
Right. Exactly.
This is real life. This is real conversations. This is how it goes. And those are some of my favorite podcasts too. The ones where stuff just be happening.
Yeah, so it just happens. Yeah, it's. I remember one of my favorite bloopers when I guess Stanley was. I don't know. He thought we were finished recording. He's upstairs yelling down the steps, and he comes stomping down the steps, and I'm like trying to push him, and I pushed my whole water on the floor, and it fell over, and I'm on the video like this.
I didn't realize that that the water hit the floor.
I was like, oh, and so he didn't realize we were still recording because he's loud. Like I'm like, yeah. And it was. I think it was a Wednesday night recording, and that was it. After that, I don't even remember what else happened, but that was like,
oh, Stanley.
Yeah,
I like whenever like Mia makes crazy appearances. So I'm talking and then she'll do something with her toy. Or,
and Shauna will be like.
Like just pick her up, just put her in the video. It's over now.
Yeah,
she's here.
Exactly.
Some of our favorite moments is just not on the podcast on Marco Polo. It's so funny that day Stanley came on. Lynda was on the Marco Polo and Stanley was in the background, and he was like, "Help me! She got me locked up in the basement."
I can't take him anywhere.
He was like, "She's not who you think she is."
Tied up in the basement.
Oh my god!
Or we when Maddie comes on.
Oh man, we went to the mall one time and he did that. And he's yelling in the store, and that's why we go to the mall once a year. And then yesterday he asked, "The mall's open?" I was like, maybe. You know, I said we're still in the pandemic.
I'm not taking you to the mall. Nope.
In the store. Oh, she keeps me in the basement, and people are like, "Huh?" And I see, no.
Shauna, what you said, Maddie stealing the phone from Lynda and running to the house.
Maddie steals the phone and Lynda has no idea that she's Marco Poloing us.
Oh, those are even better.
Hey, ladies! And she's doing like flips and somersaults and bouncing around, or she's showing us something, her gecko, or just showing us different things. And she's having her moment with the heart of chat, but her mom has no knowledge of it until she goes back to see that Maddie has been on Marco Polo.
Video, taking pictures with my phone. And I would say also too is another moment. I mean, Maddie in some of the earlier episodes talked about getting a pet. I mean, she wrote a whole business.
Oh, those are
getting
the
a pet. So I have to thank the Heartbeats because they encouraged this, and you know. Just several Heartbeats reached out. Oh, why can't she have one? She should be able to get it. Get her. So the progression of how she announced that, you know, she now has a pet. And
those are some funny moments, Lynda, though, because a lot of people might not have really realized what was going on. And Shauna or myself would say something about, we just like, you want a pet? Like, I don't know, Lynda, what do you think about that? Lynda's looking like, if y'all don't shut up talking about this.
It's like, there's a pet. Oh, goodness.
And then anytime Maddie would just start naming examples, the more examples she named, the more Lynda started cringing. And then finally, she got out of the furry stage. It was like, well, I'll go to the reptile stage. And so when she went to the reptile stage, that's when we were like, Lynda, you got to let her have this. Like, this is the area you want. You don't want a furry pet. You don't want to have to walk a dog. You don't want to have to deal with the cat. This is it. I know it seems, strange because some people are like, oh, reptiles, but this is the best pet for her and will be the best thing for your lifestyle. And Lynda went with it. We were so proud of Lynda. She went over her comfort zone and she's got the cutest little gecko that now that every time Lynda talks about Milo, it's nothing but love.
Milo. I love Milo, man. he likes you. He likes your voice. You're going to go talk. I talk to him every day. And to Raleigh with us. He came with us.
Yes, he did.
Yep. So
that was a blooper.
That too.
Cricket.
Yeah.
So
has a
she was
blooper with
feeding
that.
him crickets at first, and she brought them to the hotel. Maddie brought them to the hotel, and I guess a couple of them got loose in the
Mhm.
hotel room, and they were really
10
little
of them.
crickets,
10
y'all.
of
They
them
were
got
like
loose.
this. They were
They were
this
little. I
tiny.
was
I got
just
pen less than a smaller than a penny.
Yeah,
yes,
they were
they were
so
really
tiny,
tiny.
and they
Yeah.
were on the floor. And Lynda freaked out. She's on her bed, thinking they're gonna get in
Yes.
her bed, and I'm
I
like,
was so
Lynda,
freaked.
they're not
I'm
gonna get
with
in the
you,
bed.
Linda. I don't like stuff crawling. It
Yeah.
just makes me itch when you see.
Yeah, just like cricket. And so Milo has graduated. He's now eating worms, which is so much better for our lifestyle. So they travel better because he'll be going with us. I guess by the time this airs, he would have gone with us to Pennsylvania. So yeah,
Oh,
Maddie got in a STEM program. So for science, technology,
okay.
engineering, and
Yes,
math.
Maddie was so
And so
proud of you.
she's doing a week up there, and it's like they have a partnership with NASA. For school, she was nominated. So yeah, by then, and I've had to watch Milo for the week that she was gone because I'm going up there and staying with her for a little bit. I stayed with her, and then coming back, I was like, oh, I gotta feed Milo now. What do I need to do? So she left instructions on how to do everything for Milo.
I remember
So,
Linda talking about her first time like having to like change his water and put her hand in the cage. She's like, oh my
He
god.
was freaked out.
She's like,
I
he better not move.
was so scared. Just
How
doing
about the
that.
days that
He's
she
big.
just had a cricket in the basement? One day she was on Marco Polo and she
Mm-mm.
was like, "Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear
Yeah,
that?"
There's a
She was
cricket in the
she
basement.
she was gonna call off work that day, y'all,
I
because that's
was
where
because
her
it was
office is,
right
and she couldn't
there.
find this
I
cricket,
couldn't
and it
find
was
it.
driving her nuts.
Man, oh, it was freaking me out. I was like, we gotta find
And
fun
you should
times.
hear, ladies and gentlemen, when we're on Marco Polo with each other, like distance and time doesn't mean anything for us. We're like, I need to come and get that spider? Do I need to come and get that bee? What do you need me to help
Yes.
you do? You know? And
So I need to
like,
come
I
and get
just,
somebody.
right. I just recently, it's a lot of bodies that's
It's
been
a whole,
getting got.
who got
There's
the
a lot
body?
of bodies been
Who
getting
did the
got on
body?
Marco Polo.
Yes, Linda. Me and Linda's like, we about to roll right out.
Yes. Oh, look, I
Let
got
me
my
tell you,
tire fixed. Oh, y'all
don't let these
circumstances be
ladies
broken.
fool you.
Mm-mm.
Don't let them fool you. You got one in DC, but
With
that's
with that
New
jersey.
Jersey all
Yeah.
day.
That's right.
And you got one in South Carolina trying to act like a Southern Belle. Philly gangster, let me tell you. Don't let nobody think they go mess with Shauna.
That's right.
They ready
Yep.
to get in their cars. They have me cracking up on Marco Polo. But yeah, we're always, space and time doesn't mean anything for us. We're always trying to help each other solve problems and issues and stuff. I just recently moved to North Carolina. I'm still in the unpacking zone. And I was stuck and stagnant for a minute. And Jeanette said, do I gotta hop in my car? I'll come and help you. And I know if I would have said yes, she would have done it.
Mhm.
That's why I was just like, wow, I just love us.
Yeah.
This is great. Love it. Love
I
it.
do.
Wow. So any encouraging words? Just, some of the things that we talked about. We always talk about leaving our heartbeats, our audience with some encouraging words before we close out. Anything we want to say to sort of wrap up this episode, and then we'll join in and for all of our new heartbeats and guests and followers, we'll tell them where to find us. So any of you ladies want to talk about anything else before we wrap up?
I would like to say, continue your year of fuego, whatever that means to you. I know we're 6 months into the year already. Gosh, we're halfway through the year. But each day you can start over. So don't chalk up whatever your resolutions were, if you believed in that, or whatever you thought you were going to be at by this time this year. Just start over tomorrow and just, go after your year of fuego.
Love it.
For me, it would just be anything that you're trying to do, you can go so much further with like-minded people in your corner.
Mhm.
Like I'm not saying that you have to take everybody on that journey with you, because it's not for everybody, but the right people, bringing them and having them in your life and having them support you throughout the process, or doing something with someone in collaboration. Just be open to the possibilities, because when you got the right people, you can really make some amazing and beautiful things happen. And we'll have a special treat at the end of this for our listeners on the show. We just want to thank you all for like your love and your support and your kind words, and all the just the appreciation and gratitude that y'all sent and love y'all sent in the audio clip. So we'll have something special at the end of it for everybody.
Yes, looking forward to that. Just want to reiterate what you both ladies have just said. It's just been the support, the listening, the tribe that we built, the tribes that you're building out there. Keep working, keep doing it. And we just want to thank our heartbeats just for all the support, purchasing our merchandise, just really being behind us 110% and just showing up for us. And we will continue to show up for you as well. I mean, I think about a moment in NC when we were down there, how a couple of the gentlemen that we ran into on our journeys and how they said when we showed up, I think Jeanette, you kind of described it best. Like we showed up and one of them said we saved him for that day.
Mhm.
Just the moments and being
Yeah.
in the thick of the things that just the lives that we're touching. Just keep you all can do this. Keep touching each other's lives, and we will continue to touch yours too. Yeah. So Shauna, do you want to tell
Yes.
people where to find us and how they can continue to connect with us?
Yes, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, of course, at our website, The Heart of Chat. We also want to take the time to thank everybody that also not only supported the podcast, but purchased merchandise and just really supported us in that way. We have a lot of heartbeats that has every single merchandise that we put out there thus far. We have great plans coming ahead. We appreciate you. We don't take it lightly. Thank you so much. So you can find us on all of those platforms. And happy anniversary to the Heart of Chat. And that means happy anniversary to our heartbeats too, because you've been here a year too. Thank you for every single heartbeat. And yes, make sure you come back next week. We're back. We're back to recording, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you come back next week and every week because it's going to be fuego, baby. Come back.
Yes, thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
ladies.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.